The suggested deal is a 2-year membership, you know, and you get all the input from AUSA. You get the monthly deal of what we're spending money for locally, and you get the money deal what the chapter, the main national association is doing. So, yes, even women and non-members can be a member.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
How do we address Captain, Lieutenant, Major, what?
I didn't hear you.
Your rank.
Huh?
What was your rank?
My rank was a flight officer. That's what my brother was when he took up his pilot training. He became a flight officer, but he ended up as a captain.
So was that?
My experience was so short. They didn't have a chance to promote me. It was over, you know. But I did get the 4 missions in, and
so that was the official title, was flight officer?
Yeah, FO, flight officer.
Instead of warrant officer or captain or lieutenant?
No, they still had the warrant officer, but not in the Air Corps.
Were you enlisted or in
I was enlisted when I was in training. Then they gave me an honorable discharge in training, and then promoted me to a flight officer. And that's the way it ended.
The Army Air Corps?
Army Air Corps, yeah, right.
Where you My dad was World War I.
Yeah. Well, I know most of you sitting here had a father, and a lot of times they didn't talk about their service. They did their job, and so also did the non-service people. Gosh, everybody had to work. Everybody. I mean, I was married. My wife worked for the telephone company. Other people built airplanes. Women built airplanes.
Did you ever go to that base in Tampa, Texas?
Yeah.
That Air Force base, the Air Force Army base there that was there back in 40, I think it opened in 42 and stayed open until about 44.
Okay.
It's advanced Air Force. It was Army, Air Force, Air Force Advanced Corps.
Right, right.
It stayed open 3 or 4 years and then closed.
Yeah. Well.
Did you stay around when the Army converted to the Air Force, the Army Air Corps converted to the Air Force in 1947?
Who was, what was it?
Were you still in the Army Air Corps when that happened?
No, I got out in 46. And I think that cadet school in Colorado was, well, it would have been your age. Because my wife's brother graduated from there. And so he'd be your age. So.
I'd like to know what happened to the rest of these men.
Well, I looked on the internet. Only one I could find that was just my pilot, Frank Simakaitis. The rest of them, I couldn't find them. You know, they were probably still alive, but maybe not. You know, I outlived him, and so I probably outlived all of those, but I couldn't find them.
Does the FO flight officer? How does his rank fit in with first lieutenant and second lieutenant?
Oh, it's one step down. Flight officer, second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel, colonel, major, general. So that's it.
What does the L and the V4 mean?
That's just, I don't really know. They numbered them, but I don't think that plane got sent over, you know.
Where did you sit on this airplane? Were you in the...
I was in the nose, glass nose, with a 50 caliber machine gun sticking out. And so,
my uncle was in B-29.
Was he?
My uncle was in B-29.
Oh, okay.
And he was a waist gunner. Okay. And he flew out of England.
Yeah.
He was shot down twice. Luckily he came.
Yeah, right. I mean, luck had to be with you in this war. I tell you, you know, you did your job. And that's what you did. You came home and you went to work and raised kids and so forth. And that's it.
He never talked to us.
We didn't, nobody asked you anything. We didn't volunteer anything. We just, hey, we did our job. thank goodness now we beat 2 big Knoxes and the Japanese. Now let's get back to work. So that's the way it ended.
Did you get to see pictures of the targets that you destroyed? Did you get to see the result of your work?
Yes, but they took them all away from me. They would not allow me to ship them home. That's why I had personal pictures that I made when flying. I couldn't take the target, you know, because I was busy working the deal, but I could take planes going there and where I lived and all that stuff. So that's it.
How long was the mission? How long was the mission?
I'm sorry.
How long was the typical mission? You said you started.
At
the time you took off to the time you landed and dropped your...
it's according to how far we had to travel, okay? But usually it was 200 to 300 miles. And the airplane flew at about 300 miles per hour. So that's what it is, you know.
Hour there, hour back.
Yeah, the missions were only about 10,000 to 12,000 feet. We didn't have any oxygen in our plane, okay? And when you get up to 14 and 15,000 feet, you'll get dizzy, you know. So we didn't have missions. We never flew up that high. But flying that's low. I mean, 10,000 feet with these guns shooting at you, that's low, you know. And most of them were 12,000 and 10,000. So, and also that period of time when I was in the mission, that was one of the toughest times the Air Force had during that period of time. It's February, March, and April.
Were you firing 50 caliber or what caliber?
I'm sorry?
I didn't pick up on the caliber that the plane had. What caliber was right about?
The 50 caliber.
50 caliber.
Yeah. So
they're still around.
That's it. Yeah. Later that A-26 was modified, and they had carried a heavy load of carry a heavy load of ammunition. In fact, it can carry more than a B-17. That's unheard of, but that's a possibility. They could hook them on their wings and so forth, in addition to their bomb racks. So that was a good airplane, really. Okay.
Did you have time to become close to these people in this picture? Were they your friends, or did you just fly a mission with them and they disappeared?
Well, when we were training in the States, yeah, we had times together, you know. But when we got overseas, the listed people in one part of the court and the officers in another, you know. That's the way it was in the Air Force. But you know, we were a united bunch. I mean, after you've traded 3 or 4 months with them, you wonder what's happened to them.
No.
So, you know.
No.
But war is hell, guys. You all know it.
You might,
okay.
If you're trying to look for them, you might look up the Army locator.
Yeah. Well,
online.
I'll try. Okay.
Because they supposedly keep.
Well, a lot of those records were lost in a fire, if you remember.
Yeah.
But I'm going to send mine to the New Orleans, my history to the New Orleans Museum. So I got to get busy and do
Can you
that.
tell me what the salaries were back then? How much did a pilot make and so forth?
I don't know, but you know, since I was married, most of it stayed home for my wife. You know,
didn't know or care what it was. Right?
But didn't have enough even when I had the 3 months in Paris. You know, waiting to come home. I couldn't do much. I mean, the subways were free and the museums were free and all that stuff, but my salary I kept was hardly peanuts, you know. But anyway, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So, yes.
Did you initially plan to be career?
Ma'am?
Did you initially plan to be career? Did you want to be a career?
No. I had enough. I was married, and a lot of them did stay in and made a career out of it. But I was married, and I wanted to raise a family. Unfortunately, we didn't have children, but we had a good time and a good marriage, 58 years. And and then later, about 10 years later, I married my current wife. And so I've been blessed that way, okay? So,
How long were you in the military?
From April of 43 to January 6 of 46.
So that's
It's about three and a half years, yeah. So, okay, anybody?
when you got back home from the war, how were you treated?
When you got back home, what?
How were you treated back home? When you arrived back home, did people come up and tell you they're proud of you or anything?
Nobody asked me about anything. Nobody thanked me or anything, and I didn't expect anything. You know, I'm here. I want to go back to college, get my degree, which I did, and that's it. You know, and same as y'all. Y'all didn't get any celebration either. You know.
I just wanted to compare, you know, your experience.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Take this off.
Well, I appreciate that. There aren't that many World War II veterans that are as happy as you and willing to drive out and talk to people, and we appreciate you coming out here and talking about it.
It's my pleasure.
I wish that you had about 50 grandchildren.
Well, that's why I want those people who I send my history to tell their grandchildren and give them a copy like he said, let them know to keep it going that World War II was a big war and we really don't want any more wars, okay? And so that's why I'm very favorable of training cadets, you know. We got to train officers, you know. There's going to be, your grandkids are going to be, some of them are going to be in the service. We want to train them, so we got to support them, okay?
Have you been on any of the honor flights?
Huh?
Have you been on any of the honor flights up to D.C.?
No, I didn't have to go. I'd been there before, so I let some other veteran who didn't go see it. Yeah, the World War II memorial she was talking about. Yeah, the honor flight was, you know, World War II vets, if they couldn't afford to go there, or even if they could afford, they'd let them go. But I'd already been there, so I didn't need to go again.
You can see we don't really want you to stop answering questions or just sit down.
That's all right. That's all right.
Let me ask you a question. I guess you're from this area, born and raised in. Did you ever come across, or did you ever get an opportunity to meet Audie Murphy? He was from Farmersville.
Yeah, we met at his home in Addison. We had our monthly board meetings in that old house he had that he lived in. And later, after he died, we got a hold of his wife, asked permission if we could name our chapter, instead of North Texas chapter, USA, name it the Audie Murphy chapter of Dallas, okay? So, yes, and they agreed to it, and that's why it's Audie Murphy, okay?
Did you spend any time with him? Were you like friends?
Huh?
Did you spend much time with Audie Murphy? Were you friends, or you just met him? I was wondering if you spent much time with Audie Murphy.
No, I never saw him, just
Oh, you didn't see
no,
just his home?
it's just his old home. He wasn't living there. I think he was out in California doing movie stars and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but his family's still in Farmersville. I know one of his.
I don't know for sure, but you're probably right, because I know our association went to see her to get permission for us to use his name, and she gave it to us. So.
It's just, I think it's a Nant or something. It's a sheriff in the Greenville area.
Okay.
He's always coming down here.
Okay.
Talking about him.
Yeah. But I wish y'all would consider, like I say, sending 1 or 2 men to our association and let them tell about your association here. What can we do, you know, to help you? You're trying to raise money, we're raising money. And we're doing a very good job of it, by the way. So, but I was their treasurer for 10 years. Back in 2002, we had no association in this area connected with the government association. And there's 5 of us. And my monthly income was about $30 a month, okay, to get the association going. There's just 5 of us, so we had to try to find people, veterans, who would join us, you know. And we worked hard for it. It took a long time before we could do it. And so when it got 10 years, at the end, the 7th or 8th or 9th year, the accounting procedure was too heavy for me, you know. So we got a CPA guy to take over the treasure deal. And like you say, you can look at ausa.org and so forth, and you can find out all about what I was telling you about here. Okay?
What did you do when you got out of the service?
I went to work, and first I went to work, and I went to college, and I had a death in the family, so I dropped out for a couple of years, and then I went back, and I graduated in 1950.
With a degree in what?
Accounting. BS accounting. So,
What college did you go to?
Huh?
What college did you go to?
Texas A&M.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a good school. So is
Gene, here in McKinney, there's a guy here, I don't think he was ever in the service, Gene. He about 98 years old, he graduated from Gene Gear.
Yeah.
He graduated from A&M.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's a surveyor. He goes to Bill Smith's every morning. He can't drive anymore, and he's got a guy ranking.
Okay. Well, I had a little setback about a month ago. I had a stroke in my right eye, so I can't see out of it. So, and of course, I'm hard of hearing. I got hearing aids, but I never will wear them.
How old are you, if you don't mind us asking?
I'll be 94 in August. So that's it. And I play golf at McKinney at Stonebridge every Wednesdays and Friday. And Paul is one of our golfers also.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you a story. I met him for the first time, paired up with him. They have a seniors men's league on Wednesday mornings, and they pair you up with different players in different formats. And so my partner was Morris, and so we got to talking later, and found out Morris was in the Army Air Force, and I was in the Army, and so he said, well, when we get through, let's go into the club and sit down and talk to us. So we went in, sat down, and got to know each other a little better, and so I invited him to come over and speak to us, and I knew that it'd be an honor for everybody to hear his story.
Yeah.
And I tell you one thing, he's a very good golfer too. Put me to shame, which is not saying a whole lot.
Yeah, but since I had this injury, my golf handicap's got to go up. Guys, sometimes I miss the ball completely. I'm not adjusting yet, you know. And I have to be careful driving and not fall. Balance is off a little, you know. But no, that's not bad, you know. Yeah, I'm just blessed with the health I've had all these years, okay?
Are you still driving?
Huh?
Are you still driving?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We didn't see this Corvette.
I've been driving to, since 2002, I was a member of the golf course, McKinney, Stonebridge. That's a 17-mile drive from my hometown to that course. So I've been flying since 2002. I've been driving 2 times a week that route. that's 2002. That's 16 years on that track, back and forth, back and forth. so
You live over in Plano, right, close to Glen Eagles?
yeah, Glen Eagles, if you know where that is. I was a member of that course before it was built, but I managed homeowners associations, and I was too busy working to play golf, you know. But when I did retire, well, I moved part-time to Tucson, Arizona, and joined that club. So in the wintertime, I'd go to Tucson, and then in the summertime, I'd come back to Plano, which was a mistake. I should have made that home in Colorado, you know.
Yeah, you're summer.
Yeah, so, but anyway, I sold that membership, Glen Eagles, in 2001, so after my wife passed away. So, anyway, like I say, life is... Well, thank you very much. That's my pleasure. I had a good meal too, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for my meal.